The story of Atlantis and Lemuria has fascinated humanity for centuries. These legendary lands, said to have been highly advanced civilizations that vanished without a trace, continue to captivate the imagination of historians, scientists, and conspiracy theorists alike. This documentary will delve into the rich tapestry of myths, historical accounts, and scientific theories surrounding these enigmatic places. In the dim recesses of ancient history, the tale of Atlantis emerges as one of the most captivating legends ever told. This mythological island first surfaces in the writings of Plato, the renowned Greek philosopher, around 360 BCE. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Plato presents Atlantis not as mere fiction but as a detailed account passed down through generations. According to Plato, the story of Atlantis was relayed by his ancestor Solon, who had encountered it during a visit to Egypt. Solon's accounts, supposedly derived from ancient Egyptian priests, described a vast island civilization that lay beyond the Pillars of Hercules, a landmark we now know as the Strait of Gibraltar. Plato's Atlantis was a marvel of engineering and opulence, a land of concentric rings of land and water, teeming with grandeur and wealth. Its capital city was a breathtaking spectacle, adorned with majestic palaces, sprawling harbors, and temples richly decorated with gold and silver. The Atlanteans, initially noble and virtuous, were depicted as a people of extraordinary intellect and capability, but their story took a dark turn. As their power grew, so did their hubris and corruption. In a dramatic twist of fate, Atlantis succumbed to a cataclysmic disaster, an overwhelming natural catastrophe that caused the island to sink into the ocean, disappearing in a single day and night. Plato's account has sparked countless debates and interpretations over the centuries. Was Atlantis a real place, a fable crafted to illustrate the perils of pride and moral decay, or a blend of both? While some scholars view it as a historical allegory, others search the annals of history for evidence of its existence. Plato's Atlantis endures as a symbol of both human ambition and the fragile nature of civilization, a legend that continues to intrigue and inspire the quest for lost knowledge. In the sprawling landscape of ancient myths and lost civilizations, Lemuria emerges as a fascinating counterpart to Atlantis, but its origins are much more modern. Unlike Atlantis, which has roots in ancient Greek philosophy, the concept of Lemuria began to take shape in the 19th century through the scientific and speculative musings of the era. The term Lemuria was first coined by zoologist Philip Sclater in 1864. Sclater's groundbreaking idea was rooted in his observations of the distribution of lemurs and other species across the Indian Ocean region. He proposed that a now-submerged landmass once connected Madagascar and India, serving as a bridge for these animals to migrate between continents. This hypothetical land was named Lemuria, drawing from the lemurs that seemed to provide evidence for its existence. Sclater's theory, while initially scientific, quickly gained traction in the realms of speculative fiction and esoteric thought. By the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Lemuria had evolved beyond a mere geological hypothesis. Influential figures such as Helena Blavatsky, a founder of Theosophy, incorporated Lemuria into their spiritual and mystical frameworks. According to Blavatsky and her followers, Lemuria was not just a lost landmass, but a civilization of great spiritual and intellectual achievements. In their view, Lemuria was home to a race of advanced beings whose wisdom and knowledge were lost when their land was submerged in cataclysmic events. The idea of Lemuria was further embellished by other esoteric and mystical writers, who portrayed it as a utopian society with profound spiritual insights. They envisioned Lemurians as ancient sages whose teachings and mysteries had transcended the ages, influencing other ancient civilizations such as Egypt and India. Despite its rich tapestry of myth and speculation, Lemuria, like Atlantis, lacks concrete archaeological evidence. The theory of a submerged landmass connecting the continents was eventually challenged and largely discredited by modern geology and plate tectonics. Yet, the myth of Lemuria endures, captivating the imaginations of those fascinated by lost civilizations and ancient wisdom. The legends of Atlantis and Lemuria, though emerging from different cultural and historical contexts, share intriguing similarities and notable differences that have fueled fascination and debate for centuries. As we delve into these two enigmatic tales, we uncover a rich tapestry of myth and mystery that has left a lasting imprint on both historical and modern thought. Both Atlantis and Lemuria are characterized by their depictions as advanced civilizations that experience dramatic and catastrophic ends. Atlantis, as described by Plato, was a grand empire marked by its impressive architecture, technological prowess, and eventual moral decline. The downfall of Atlantis was attributed to a single, overwhelming natural disaster that caused the island to vanish beneath the waves in a mere day and night. Lemuria, on the other hand, emerged from the scientific observations of the 19th century, eventually intertwining with mystical and esoteric traditions. Initially conceived as a lost landmass connecting continents, Lemuria was reimagined as a cradle of ancient wisdom and spiritual enlightenment. Unlike Atlantis, which was described as a powerful empire, Lemuria was often portrayed as a spiritually advanced civilization whose profound knowledge and teachings were lost to time. The myths of Atlantis and Lemuria have profoundly influenced modern popular culture, inspiring a plethora of books, films, and artistic works. Atlantis has become a symbol of lost grandeur and hubris, appearing in various forms of media as a cautionary tale about the perils of unchecked ambition and moral decay. Its story has been adapted into everything from adventure novels to animated films, each iteration adding new dimensions to the legend. Lemuria, though less prominent in mainstream media compared to Atlantis, has also left its mark, especially within the realm of esotericism and New Age spirituality. The idea of Lemuria as a repository of ancient wisdom has inspired numerous spiritual and metaphysical writings, often linked to themes of mystical enlightenment and the search for lost knowledge. From a scientific standpoint, the search for evidence of both Atlantis and Lemuria has yielded mixed results. Atlantis, as described by Plato, lacks concrete archaeological support, leading many scholars to view it as allegorical rather than historical. Various theories have proposed locations for Atlantis, ranging from the Mediterranean to the Caribbean, but none have provided definitive proof. Lemuria, initially based on the distribution of certain species, was eventually discredited by the advent of plate tectonics, which provided a more accurate explanation for the geological and biological patterns observed. Despite the lack of scientific validation, the idea of Lemuria persists in popular and esoteric contexts, reflecting a human fascination with the idea of lost civilizations. In recent years, new theories have emerged that attempt to link real historical events or locations to the legends of Atlantis and Lemuria. Some suggest that ancient civilizations like the Minoans or the Indus Valley people could be remnants of these lost lands. Others propose that natural disasters, such as volcanic eruptions or tsunamis, may have inspired the myths of Atlantis and Lemuria. These theories, while intriguing, remain speculative and often lack the empirical support needed to shift the legends from the realm of myth to historical fact. The tales of Atlantis and Lemuria, though rooted in ancient myths and speculative theories, have left an indelible mark on human culture and thought. Their influence extends far beyond the realms of history and mythology, shaping our collective imagination and inspiring a diverse range of cultural and spiritual narratives. Both Atlantis and Lemuria have significantly impacted various aspects of modern culture. Atlantis, with its grandiose depiction of a technologically advanced and morally flawed civilization, has become a powerful symbol in literature and media. From Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea to contemporary films like Atlantis, The Lost Empire, the myth of Atlantis continues to be a popular subject, illustrating humanity's fascination with lost greatness and the consequences of hubris. Similarly, Lemuria has captured the imagination of those drawn to spiritual and esoteric traditions. The idea of a lost land imbued with ancient wisdom has inspired countless works in the New Age and mystical genres. Theosophy and other spiritual movements have used Lemuria to explore themes of spiritual evolution and ancient knowledge, contributing to a broader understanding of how myths can be woven into contemporary spiritual beliefs. The enduring appeal of Atlantis and Lemuria can be attributed to their representation of humanity's perennial quest for lost knowledge and the mysteries of the past. These legends evoke a sense of wonder and curiosity about what might lie beyond the known world and what ancient civilizations might have achieved. The allure of discovering something hidden and profound continues to resonate, reflecting a deep-seated desire to connect with a distant and mysterious past. Looking forward, the exploration of Atlantis and Lemuria remains an area of interest for both scholars and enthusiasts. While the myths themselves may never be fully resolved, the ongoing search for historical and archaeological evidence keeps the stories alive. Researchers continue to investigate ancient texts, geological records, and cultural artifacts in hopes of uncovering clues that might shed light on these enigmatic legends. The pursuit of these lost lands symbolizes a broader human endeavor to explore and understand the unknown. The myths of Atlantis and Lemuria, though shrouded in mystery and speculation, offer a rich tapestry of history, culture, and imagination. These lost civilizations, whether viewed as allegorical lessons or historical realities, continue to captivate our collective consciousness. They remind us of the profound impact of myths on our understanding of history and our enduring fascination with the unknown. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the legends of Atlantis and Lemuria. We hope this exploration has sparked your curiosity and provided new insights into these timeless stories. If you enjoyed this documentary, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment with your thoughts or theories, and share it with friends who might also be intrigued by the mysteries of the past. Your support helps us continue to bring you more fascinating content. Until next time, keep exploring and stay curious.